Start now. Yan, okay. So, chapter 7 is all about Hyper-V. No? So, there are many hypervisor right now. No? So, one example is yung VMware. They're saying it's #1 today and being copied by Microsoft. Another one is a very old one, Citrix Zen Server. Okay, so dito ini-install yung Zen-App, Zen-Desktop for application virtualization and server virtualization. So matagal na yun, no, to produce VDI. So this time, Microsoft made their own hypervisor. So what is hypervisor? So hypervisor is the one driving or managing the physical resources like compute resource, storage resource, networking resource, and yung tatlong yun, majority, no, to deliver to multiple virtual machine in an efficient manner. No? So Hyper-V ang tawag sa Microsoft version. So Hyper-V will allow system virtualization and was one of the main areas of focus for Microsoft and revising 2012. So sa 2012 meron na tong Hyper-V pero daming problem, no? So sa 2016 they have improved. They have added a lot of features like yung main feature nila, yung selling point nila, nesting. So pag sinabi mong nesting, ganito 'yon. So let's say meron kang server, physical server, no? So you need to install hypervisor like Hyper-V. On Hyper-V, you can install multiple virtual machines. So nag-e-end doon. So 2012 hanggang dun lang, no? 2016, inimbento nila, hindi naman sila nag-imbento. Somehow they improve nested virtualization. So dun sa layer na 'yon, sa VM na 'yon na na-create natin, you can also install Hyper-V. Okay? Then on Hyper-V, install virtual machine. So multiple layer. Okay? So nested up to 2 layer or more siguro, no? So that means ito yung bagong feature nila, no? Yan, nesting na yan. Gagawin natin yan. So we can be able to make benefit from this feature ng Microsoft. So these are the questions examination, so you can review. Preparing for installation, so Hyper-V, containers, and Docker. So meron siyang improvement, no? Docker supports offer more application isolation. So para saan ang Docker? Application isolation. So what's the difference between containerization and Docker, no? So sa Hyper-V container is somehow similar sa Docker, no? Pero ang Hyper-V without container is virtualization, which means you need operating system, okay, to run application. Sa Docker naman or Hyper-V container, you only need one single operating system, and then you can install multiple application. Let's say you have 100 web servers, no? 100 SQL. Isang OS lang 'yun, no? Dahil Docker or container will allot a special isolation for each application. Na-gets niyo ba yung point nito? Okay, wherein sa VM, sa virtualization, you need, pag in-install mo na yung SQL sa isang VM, hindi ka na pwede mag-install pa ng isa pa, di ba? Tama? Okay, so sa Docker, pwede, multiple. Kasi meron siyang application isolation. Another one is host resource protection. Okay, so kung nabuksan na yung server, no, this will kick in. So meron siyang protection to protect virtual machine from other VM that might be trying to use. No, let's say nakikihiram siya ng mga resources. Nested virtualization, this is a new feature which you can create another instance of virtual machine inside the virtual machine. Okay, parang 3D layer na yan. Another one is PowerShell Direct, which means you can communicate, you can execute directly. I will give you an example. So, meron ako ditong VM. Okay, so meron akong server 1 and I have server 2, 3, and 4. If I want to execute command sa server 2, no, let's say Ito yung server 2. Naka-off eh. Server 4. Ayan, naka-on yung server 4, no? So instead of me going to the server, let's say RDP na naman ako, no? RDP na naman, blah, blah, blah. Turn na naman session, jump. No need na. All you need to do is type enter PS session and type lang server name. Pasok na ako. Nandun na ako sa server 4. Oh, di ba? Andun na ako sa server 4. Pag tinype ko host name, I can do install Windows feature. No? Gagana yan. No? Windows feature. ipconfig. Host name. Sino ba siya? Server 4. Okay? Labas tayo dyan. Exit PS session. So, yun ang PowerShell Direct. You can, this feature will allow you to run command in PowerShell against external or different virtual machine. Okay? Another one is shielded VM. You can encrypt VM. So pag sinabing shielded, protected, paano siya napoprotect? It will encrypt the virtual machine, no? And will be forced to run on host guardian. So meaning, you won't be able to migrate to another host. Okay? Next is VTPM. As you know, merong TPM yung hardware version for each server, which is 2.0, which protects the operating system of the virtual machine. So ito naman virtual. Pwede rin. No? Then it also have BitLocker drive encryption. You can use BitLocker drive encryption with virtual machine. So you'll be given a hexadecimal combination number just in case na let's say it's someone's tampering to your operating system and encrypt niya, he won't be able to encrypt kasi encrypted na siya. So ang question dito, what will happen? Let's say gusto mo i-format. Okay, hindi mo format to. Kasi nga hard encrypted na yan. You need to get the BitLocker number from Active Directory. Let's say sa Active Directory mo nandito sa AD mo, no? Type mo dsa.msc. Sorry, nasa 4 pala ako. Exit PowerShell session to exit dsa.msc. Then this is the Active Directory, no? So let's see the computer name. Once you enable, no, lalabas dito yung mga computer na merong BitLocker enable. Then once you click on properties, it will display the BitLocker number. Okay, so kakopy mo yung number na yon. Then that's the only time you can revive yung encrypted drive na yon. Secured, ba? Secured. No? So nangyari sa amin yan, we're trying to rebuild the laptop. Hindi ma-rebuild. Kasi nga nakalock. So yun yung purpose ng BitLocker. Huh? Again, sa examination, what is BitLocker? It's a drive encryption, no? Security mechanism from Windows, no? Next one is hot add memory. So kahit naka-on ng VM, you can add RAM. Tingnan natin kung pwede, ha? Testingin natin kasi naka-Windows 10 ako eh. So pwede daw mag-add ng RAM. So pupunta ako dito sa server 3 na naka-off. Ay, hindi, dapat naka-on. So server 1 naka-on, ha? Naka-on. This is server 1. Ito yung server 1. Okay, I'm gonna show you how much RAM I have by going to system. As you can see, 1.14 gigabyte. Okay, malinaw, 1.14. So, tingnan natin kung ma-adjust natin. RAM. As of now, tingnan mo. Hindi ko ma-adjust to. Okay, hindi ko kaya, no? Hindi ko kaya. Kasi I'm using Windows 10. Windows 10. Now, tirahin natin sa real server sa 2016. Ito, 2016 to. 2016 to. Meron akong server 3. Lalagin ako sa server 3. So this server is in a cloud. So I'm demonstrating if we can add memory. Okay, hot add meaning on the fly while the server is up and running. Na-record ko ba? Oh yeah, recording. Okay. So as of now, the RAM is 4 gig RAM. Okay? 4 gig. Malinaw, ha? Kita nyo. Kita ba? Kita ba? Jack?
Yes po.
Okay. Kita nyo 4 gig o medyo maliit, super liit na?
Kita naman, visible
Kita
naman.
naman. Okay. So let's hot add. Tingnan natin kung kaya nating i-hot add. Hindi ako. Hindi pwede. Okay, sige. Adjust natin dito. Yan, ginawa kong 5.5. Out of range. Okay, so hindi natin ma-add because you need to enable a different feature, no? So hindi to basta-basta na-add in short, no? You need to enable integration services and some other services. Hot add network card, pwede ba? Tingnan natin. So I'm gonna show you as of now, isa lang network card nito. So I'm gonna go control panel, network. As you can see, saan na yun? Ayan o, we only have Ethernet 2. Teka, ba't naging 2? Dapat 1. Anyway, Ethernet 2. Sige. I'm going to add network card. Let's see. So, add hardware, wala eh. Walang capability. Na? So, that means hindi kaya. So, may features yan that you need to enable. No? Ayan, no? Guest services. Okay, so you need to reboot and then turn it on. Okay, you need to reboot pa. Checkpoints. I've discussed already checkpoints. It's a point-in-time restore. So it will go back to the original settings as per checkpoint. No? Then installation prerequisites sa Hyper-V 4 gig RAM, syempre naman. The bigger the RAM, syempre the more capacity, the more server you can build. And then these are pretty much standard. Ito lang take note ninyo, no? Slot, second level address translation. If your server doesn't have a slot, you won't be able to run Hyper-V. Mamomroblema kayo. Na-try ko na to, nag-install ako sa Core to Duo sa Office, hindi gumana, no? So kailangan mga at least fourth generation, third generation, fourth generation CPU. Okay, so shielded, yan, protected nga. No? So installing Hyper-V, ito yung manual installation na you used to. So run mo lang yung wizard, select role-based feature. Do not select this one because the second one will select to the desktop. No? Then click next, destination, then select mo Hyper-V from the roles. Then click next, very straightforward. No? Tapos na. Okay? So sa demo ko, I'm gonna use PowerShell. So lagi may combination to ng PowerShell. If you want to install Windows feature, minus name, then the computer name you would like to install. Okay? And then check get Windows feature. So since meron kayong naka-install na kasi yan, uninstall nyo muna. No? So pero dito sa machine ko, meron kasi akong nesting. I can install straight away. So, 3 yan. So, dito magra-run ako ng virtualization. So, power... Teka, hindi nyo makita. Maliit masyado. No? Max out. Yan. Save, connect. Okay. Ay, teka, hindi pala. No? Sige, since nandito na ako, PowerShell na lang. No? So, this is how you install PowerShell. The command will be install PowerShell. Napaka straightforward. Install Windows feature Name of the feature is Hyper-V. And then you also need to include the management tool. Management tools, then reboot automatically. Na? So, ganyan mag-install.
Sir, question.
Uy, bakit hindi gumana?
Sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yung po ba sa syntax ninyo, ano yan, case sensitive po?
Hindi naman. No, not necessarily. Sa password lang case sensitive. Yan. So, install Windows feature. It's installing the Windows. The Hyper-V pala. Hyper-V. No? Pero take note sa lab ninyo kasi yung... so, ginagawa to sa host. Okay? Dito sa host. Dito nyo gagawin. Okay? So, dito nyo gagawin. So, raran nyo dito. Okay? So, you need to remove. The command to remove is uninstall. I'll give you the script na later. Na. Ayan, so successful installation. So meron na akong Hyper-V. So how do you invoke Hyper-V? Type nyo lang virt, sulat nyo to virt mgmt.msc. Okay? Okay, you need to reboot, no? Kaya hindi siya gumagana. So even though sabi niya hindi needed pa rin yan. Okay. Okay, so yan, na-install ko na yung Hyper-V. So I'll give you the script. Ito na yung script. Yan. No? So first, remove Hyper-V, then install Windows feature. No? Then dugtungan nyo ng restart sa dulo, ha? Para mag-reboot automatic. And then you might as well get Windows optional feature. So kung mayroong latest na update, you can do so. Dito ayaw. So hindi niya kilala yung command na yan. In case na it's not recognized, run nyo na lang dito sa PowerShell. Okay, hindi rin recognize. So tanggalin na nga lang natin tong get optional feature na to. Okay, another one is enable other feature kung meron pang mga additional feature. So attempt was made. Di rin niya recognize. So remove na natin tong command. Iba kasi deprecated. Okay, next is the switch. So get VM switch. Let's see kung meron tayong switch. So for sure meron tayong internal. Okay, meron tayong internal. So how do you create a switch? So what is switch? So dito, we have internal. So that's why we can be able to communicate sa VM natin. Okay, kasi meron tong switch. Without switch, you won't be able to communicate. Na? Yan. So if you want to verify kung install na, get Windows feature. Okay, so very straightforward. You can also connect to different Hyper-V. Let's say, ko-connect ako sa Hyper-V ni Jack. Pwede ako connect. No? So all you need to do is, Hyper-V. So select lang kayo ng computer. Connect to server. You need to know the IP address or the host name. 0.6 ba yun? O yan. So ito, nakikita ko na. Kanina to? 6. Ay, ako pala to 6. IP config ko 6. So 7 si Jack. Or 4 si Arlene. So kung connect ako kay Arlene, I can connect to your Hyper-V. .4. Okay? Asan? Hindi connect. Ayaw. Ayaw makakonect sa'yo, Arlene. Okay, Jack na lang. Kay Jack. 7. Ay, iba pala username, password nito. So, wala siyang permission. So, first of all, it should be joined sa domain, no? So, hindi ako naka-join sa domain. Yung Hyper-V natin, hindi naka-join sa domain. Pero once joined, it will work. Okay, alam niyo na itong PowerShell Direct, no? Just enter PS session. You can be able to jump from one server to another. So, as my example dito, meron akong server 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can be able to jump, no? Back and forth. So yung dinemo ko kanina. So all you need to do is enter PS session server 4. Okay? So ayan, pasok na ako. Okay, nakaka-jump back and forth. So working yan, yung PS session na yan. Now, this is the greatest feature ng 2016, yung the one I mentioned, nested virtualization. So na-explain ko na kanina to. So paano maging nested? So the command is you have to set the VM processor, the name of the virtual machine, and the command is to expose the virtualization extension into true. Once na na-expose na yan, you can install Hyper-V. Okay? So I'm gonna make a demonstration. Saan ako magde-demo? Sa 2016 ito. So meron akong server 3. No, tandaan nyo ha. Meron akong Hyper-V. Okay? So sige, drawing ko. So I have Azure. Okay, so nag-subscribe ako sa Azure. Okay, so this first layer ng Azure, nag-install ako ng Hyper-V, di ba? Nag-install tayo ng Hyper-V. So ito yung hypervisor 3 ko. Sa hypervisor 3 ko, nag-create ako ng created virtual machine server 3. Okay? Ayan, server 3. Okay, so from Hyper-V, meron akong virtual machine. Now, we need to enable nesting. So pag enable ko yan, I can be able to install Hyper-V na naman dito sa server 3. Okay? Since meron Hyper-V, I can create another server. Oh, the matrix. Okay? So, it's a VM within the VM. Okay? Nagets niya? Easy to understand, di ba? So, anong key doon? So, we need to expose. Ito yung command. Okay? So, expose na natin. So, type nyo lang VM processor, VM3, expose to true. So, we are making it available. Done. Tapos na. Okay? Expose na siya. So, I'm gonna go to the VM. Okay? I'm gonna go to the VM. Tingnan nga natin kung gagana. So, dapat gumana to ha. We can be able to install Hyper-V inside the VM. That inside the Hyper-V, inside the VM. Ang daming layer. PowerShell. Okay. Ito na, ready na kayo. So, install Windows feature Hyper-V restart para mag-automatic reboot na yan. Ayun. Collecting data 2% tapos. Okay? So, tapos na install na. Hyper-V na siya. So, we need to restart. So, changes will take effect. Pero sabi dito, restart not needed. So, the command will be restart computer. Yan, nag-reboot. Okay, so bali ito yung ginawa natin, no? Multiple layer. Actually, yung Azure na yan, meron pa yung bare metal eh. So, ito yung pinaka bare metal niya, no? We don't know. Could be Dell server or IBM or something. So, ilang layer yan? Now, first layer, physical layer. Then, install na Azure. Second layer is yung Hyper-V na in-avail natin sa Azure. Sa Hyper-V, nag-create ako ng server 3. No? Inside the server 3, nag-install na naman ako ng Hyper-V. So, ilang layer? 3 layers. Okay? So, yan. Successful. Tapos. So, it's easy, no? It's only one command. So, sa examination, lalabas yan. So, how do you enable nested virtualization? The command will be set VM. So, ganito sa exam, merong multiple choice. Lalabas yan. Anong command? Tapos may drop-down list. Ano to, no? So, lilituhin kayo. Expose VM or expose virtual. Kasi marami pa yung options eh. No, set VM processor. Now, let's say VM name server 3. Ano yung mga available option? Yan, no? No? Okay. Enable resource protection, which means another features, resource pool name, blah, blah, blah. Napakadaming options. Na? Let's check kung meron ng Hyper-V dito. So, server manager. Then, dapat lumabas dito Hyper-V. Then, let's see if we can create a VM. Kung totoong expose na yung virtualization natin. Yan. So, meron siya. Meron Hyper-V. Ayan siya. Okay? So, can we create a server? Yun ang tanong, di ba? So, to open up this one, you can either right-click dito or yung prefer ko is typing the command virt mgmt.msc. Virtualization. Ay, may kulang. Wala siyang management tool. Okay, so that's why duda ako kanina. Sabi ko, parang may kulang. No, pero tumakbo na siya. Sige, ulitin ko lang. Install Windows feature. Name of the feature, Hyper-V plus management tool. Include management tools. Yan. So this time may management tools.
Sir, nawala yung sound.
Hindi lang nagsasalita. Ayan, hello. Rinig niyo ako?
Rinig na, sir. Kanina kasi nag-blank totally. Walang
Ayan, so napansin nyo, nag-appear na yung virtmgmt.msc. Kasi when I did the initial install, walang include management tool. So that's why very important to include management tools. Okay? So, pwede na ba akong gumawa ng VM? Let's try. Gagawa ako ng virtual. This is the way, this is one way to create virtual machine. So, click virtual machine. Next, let's say server 5 na pangalan ng server. Next, generation 1, gen 2. Ano difference nito? Anybody? Explain ko na to, di ba? Gen 2 may Pixie boot. Boot on LAN. Okay? Gen 1 wala. No? Standard. Then, memory, 1 gig. Connect na. Wala pa switch kaya wala akong makitang network card. So that's okay. So it will install guest operating system under VHD. No? Next, finish. And then we need the ISO. Kailangan may ISO kayo. No? Pero point natin dito, kung gumagana yung Hyper-V. So gumana naman so far. So no need to continue. Cancel nyo na lang yan. Okay? So how to remove Hyper-V naman? Uninstall. No, uninstall Hyper-V. Uninstall Windows feature Hyper-V. Uninstall Windows feature. Wrong spelling. Feature. Feature. Yan. Okay? So, success. Ano pa? So yun lang yung installing Hyper-V. So next one is, so lalab nyo yung 7. Tutuloy ko na sa next topic para at least medyo mahaba-haba yung gagawin ninyo. Next one is, anong chapter? 8, working with virtual machine. So gagawa na tayo ng virtual machine this time, no? So, foundation topic. So, basic muna tayo. So, basic VM deployment. So, one of the key feature is meron siyang Pixie boot. Meaning, kahit walang hard drive yung server, yung physical server, you can boot on SAN. So, po-point mo lang yung SCSI IP address dun sa storage array, dun siya magbo-boot. No? So, tawag dito, pre-boot execution environment. Okay? Meron namang mga USB din. Pwede kang mag-boot doon. No? Then, it can perform SCSI boot kahit hindi siya high-end server like EMC. Pwede kang gumawa ng SCSI boot. No? Yung ginawa natin last time, di ba? Meron tayong SCSI disk. Pwede kang mag-boot doon. Pwede kang mag-boot sa volume size or you can directly boot sa VHD. Remember dito sa ating server, di ba meron akong 4 virtual machines? Yan o, 1, 2, 3, 4. No? Yung operating system ko is Windows 10 but I can be able to directly boot sa, let's say, server 1's Active Directory. Pwede ako mag-boot dyan. Okay? Pwede ako mag-boot dito. Ma-mount ko yan and then sabihin ko boot on drive 0 or drive 2. Okay? So there's so many ways to boot. And then merong mga software-based peripheral like yung ginagamit sa mga internet cafe na 'di ba yung mga Dota player, makukulit pinapalitan mo yung config sa PC, 'di ba? So the moment na mag-reboot 'yon, back to normal. So meron silang tinatawag na software, no? Ano bang pangalan ng software na 'yon? Persistent disk siya. No matter whatever you change sa operating system, we'll go back to the original settings. Okay? Virtual machine is like a computer. Kompleto siya. No? So, meron siyang BIOS, no? Which you can dictate saan siya pwede boot, whether CD, hard drive, or floppy, or network card. It also has a RAM, which you can manipulate kung anong gusto mong RAM size. No? Let's say, gusto ko expand do kasi ano lang siya, napakaliit eh. No? 1.4 gig, no? So, gawin natin 2 gig. Yeah, 2048. You have to be exact sa binary, 2048. Okay? So, the moment na mag-boot yan, 2 gig na yan. 2 gig na. No? You can also adjust the CPU. Let's say, from 1 CPU, you can assign 4. Okay? Yung disk is, yan. So, since allocated, nandiyan na siya. DVD, do you need DVD if you want to mount ISO? You can do so. Hanapin mo lang yung ISO. Kung saan nakalagay yung ISO natin. Saan hanapin natin? Saan ko ba nilagay yung mga ISO? Ba't wala akong ISO? Huh? And then network card, if you would like to have 2 network card, pwede yan. Possible. So mag-add ako ng network card. Add, kukonect ko sa another internal. Apply. Dalawa na network card. Okay. And then you can also have additional disk nga. Add SCSI controller. Oh, let's say, yung nagawa na ko na kanina to, di ba? So, sabihin natin 50 gig. Pero hindi ka-cancel ko na lang. Demo lang naman. Okay? And so on. So, virtual machine. You can perform checkpoint. So, you can revert back to the original settings. So, let's say, nakita niyo yung checkpoint na to. No? Remember, I did the change. Naging 2 gig, naging 4 core CPU. No? So, re-revert back ko. Revert. So, it goes back to the original. So, when I check the settings, 1 CPU na lang ulit. And 1.4 gig RAM. Okay? And yung network card, naging single network card na. And internal single din. Okay? So it goes back to original. Para siyang, actually snapshot tawag sa kanya. No? If you'd like to display all the version ng virtual machine, you can do so. No? So meron kang, ba't wala yung PowerShell ko dito? Run mo lang get VM. So meaning, star meaning all. So this is a wildcard. Represent everything. Display in a tabular manner. And what are the version of the VM hardware? So 6.2 yung sa akin dapat lumabas. Oy, bakit wala ako? Nasaan ba ako? Get VM. What? Sandali Nasa labas ako. Nalito na naman ako. Pero hindi dapat. Dapat na yan. Imposible. Weird naman ito. Host name. Oh, nasa Dell ako So, dapat may VM yan. Naglolo ko yung aking VM. Sige, so gagawin ko na lang dito sa ating Hyper-V. Gawin natin dito. Get VM. Yun. Kita niya? So I need to restart my laptop. So these are version 8.0. So these virtual machine are all version 8.0. Pansin niya? Na? 8.0. So yan, VM. So if you would like to update, you can type update VM version and then VM name. Let's say server 3. Cannot server valid type string. Hindi niya kalala si 3. 4. Hindi niya kalala, no? Pero yun lang yung command doon. Ayan, no? Update VM version minus name. Ulitin ko nga dito sa laptop ko. Server 3. What? Nangyari? I think I need to reboot my laptop, no? Okay, creating virtual machine. This is one way, but the one we're gonna do is much faster using PowerShell script ulit. So I've shown you kanina, di ba, kung paano mag-create ng VM. So just type the name, generation, then mount the ISO, then install operating system, assign memory, 1 gig. So when you say minimum RAM, this will be the smallest it can go. Okay, so you can allocate initial up to a maximum of 2 gigabit, 2 gigabyte. Okay? Yung maximum na to, this is a physical RAM. Pero the one na you've given sa virtual machine, 2 gig. Pero it doesn't mean na mag-stay sa 2 gig. He can be 3 gig, 4 gig or something because the maximum set is 10 gig. Okay? So, meron siyang 20% increase. Pwede siyang lumaki by 20%. So, 2 gig plus 20%, probably 400 megabyte. Pwede siyang lumaki. So, kung mapapansin nyo sa mga VM natin, nakaset siya sa 1.4, di ba? Ito, nakaset to sa 1 gig Server 1, no? Pero bakit naging 1.1 gigabyte? Di ba? Lumagpas. Kasi nga meron tayong tinatawag na memory buffer. Malinaw ba? Memory buffer. Next technology is called NUMA, Non-Uniform Access Memory. Its support continues to exist in 2016. When you say NUMA, it's a computer memory design in which memory access time depends on the location of relative processor. So ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng relative processor niya? So ganito siya concept nito. Let's say I bought a Dell Optiplex. Dell server, no? Yung pang VX Rail. Okay, so CPU ko is 4. I have 4 physical CPU, okay? Then each CPU meron siyang hex core, meaning 16 cores. Okay, so ilan ang cores nito? Edi 4 times 16, di ba? So 4 times 16. So 64. Pwede siya magbato ng 64 logical cores, okay? So ang dami, no? Now, each core, meron siyang tinatawag na ano ba tawag doon? Yung memory L2 cache. L2 cache na tinatawag. Na? So, which is pag memory, mga 12 megabyte yan eh. Malaki yan. Okay, each core. Sabihin natin 4, no? So, let's say core 1, core 2, core 3, core 4. Okay, then yung inassign ko dito sa VM, nag-assign ako sa VM ng, pansinin nyo to, number of virtual processor, ginawa kong 4. Okay, ginawa kong 4. So that means kakainin ko yung 4 na physical. Okay? Okay, hindi ma-modify kasi naka-on. So I should turn off. Ito na lang, server 4. 1 CPU, ginawa kong 4. Okay? Ayan, 4 na yan. So saan pupunta yan? So kakainin niya to, kakainin niya to, kakainin niya to, kakainin niya to. So wala na siyang pwedeng hiraman ng NUMA. Okay? So wala nang NUMA. Ang NUMA, ganito gagawin niya. So kung meron ka pang extra CPU, no? Yung RAM nito, let's say 100% utilized na. Says, ay nako, 100% utilized na yung cache ko. Okay? So, and then may additional SQL instruction. Saan mo ira-run yun? Wala na. So you have to queue. Meaning magku-queue ka, pipila ka. Okay, pipila ka. So with NUMA, pwede manghiram yung 100%, pwede mong ibato dito sa kabila pang CPU. Kahit hindi mo siya ginagamit. Okay? So let's say CPU number 5 and number 6, since it's not allocated, sabi pare, pautang naman. Papaprocess naman to. Gagamitin ko muna yung RAM mo. Pero hindi naman 100%. Siguro mga, kung ano yung hindi niya ginagamit, 50% lang. Kasi they need to dedicate then caching job dito sa core number 5. Okay? So in short, nanghihiram ng RAM yan. Yun ang NUMA. Malinaw ba ang NUMA?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sa exam lalabas yan. Lalabas yan sa exam NUMA. So, So, NUMA, select the maximum number of processor and memory allowed. So, dito, he selected 4 physical core or logical core. Maximum amount he can borrow is up to 13 gig. Laki, no? Now, maximum NUMA nodes allowed on socket, isa lang. So, meaning, mangyayari niyan ganito. Saan na ba yung notepad? So, isa lang mahiram niya. Ganun lang siya. Okay? Maximum allowed. Naka 1 eh. Okay, how do you enable NUMA? Just go to NUMA. No? So, let's go to VM server 4. Compatibility. Makikita nyo dito sa processor. Yan. Ayun, no? NUMA, nakalagay as of default is 4 maximum kasi assign manually. Ako nag-assign ng 4. Maximum amount of RAM is 10 gig. Maximum NUMA nodes allowed 1. Try natin nga 4. Pwede ba 4? Uy, pwede. Pwede. Okay. Pwede. Ilan ba CPU ko? Tingnan ko muna ilan ba yung CPU ko. 4 lang talaga yan. So, nakahiram pa siya sa 4 na yun. Ibig sabihin, mangyayari niyan ganito. Di ba 4 inassign ko? So, this one can borrow from here. This one can borrow from here. Naghihiraman lang sila sa kanya sarili.
Sir, question po.
Sige, go ahead.
So, para po dun sa mga VMs ninyo, 'di ba nakakonekta po dun sa host?
Yes.
Ibig sabihin po ba nun, yung host computer na yun, physical yun?
Oh, kailangan physical. Sa physical server nilalagay mga Hyper-V. Oh. So itong Azure nyo nasa physical to, kaya medyo mahal siya, $200 inaabot sa kanya. No, sa lab ko, you can install Hyper-V sa laptop ninyo. Maganda mag-install kayo sa Hyper-V sa laptop ninyo. So paano mag-install ng Hyper-V sa laptop? Let's say Windows 10. Type niyo lang control. Click niyo control, programs. Kita niyo tong turn Windows feature on or off. Click niyo lang yan. And then you will see Hyper-V. Yun na. Okay? So maganda maglagay kayo Hyper-V sa laptop ninyo. Yan. So sinelect ko lang yan. Yan lang yan. Okay? So pwede kayo mag-install sa laptop ninyo. Okay, any question? Any question? Okay, next one. You can configure VM RAM in GUI by using set VM. Okay, so dito, ito yung commandlet, set memory. The command is set VM memory. Which computer you would like to adjust the RAM. And then maximum bytes. No? So meaning, let's say 2 gig. Hanggang doon lang siya. Okay? Then dynamic enable, meaning you can do dynamically. No, from a minimum of 1 gig, it can expand up to maximum of 2 gig. Ganun, ano? So adjustable. And then you need to specify the start bytes. Let's say 1.5. Okay? So I'm gonna make a demonstration para gawin to. Gagawin nyo to mamaya. No? So dito sa VM ko, meron akong 1.4. So lilitan ko, gagawin kong 512. Kasi hindi dynamic for demo. So pakita ko ulit. 512 RAM, hindi dynamic. So which means, kakainin niya kagad. Okay? So how do you adjust the RAM? So through PowerShell. So the command is set VM memory kanino? Server 4. Then dynamic memory enable is true. Then minimum bytes 750 megabytes. And then startup bytes, let's say 1.5 gigabyte, 1.56 gigabyte, no? 1.5 na lang, sige, gigabyte. And then maximum it can go is up to 2 gigabyte. Okay? And then priority 80%. And yung buffer natin, which it can go up to 25% burstable. Server 4? Nangyari sa... May problem PC ko. Sandali. Copy ko na lang to. So that's why meron akong Hyper-V. Okay, so pakita ko itong server 4. Gawin nating 512. Okay, so pag in-edit ko siya 512. Okay, not dynamic. So rarun ko itong command. No, which will adjust. So done. Tapos na, server 4. So let's examine. Tingnan nyo. Oh, 1.5 gig, di ba? Sabi ko 1.5 gig eh. Ayun siya. Na? And then selected dynamic. Ayun, naka-check na siya, dynamic. Kasi we type dynamic, no? Dynamic memory enable is equal to true. And then minimum RAM 750 initially, maximum it can go is 2 gig. Okay? So you can do it programmatically. Pag in-start mo yan, starting. Ubusan ng RAM. So papatayin ko to, turn off. Okay, no? Kasi 4 gig, 8 gig lang yung RAM yan. Mag-on na yan. As you see, yung 1.5 gig agad. Why? Kasi nga, we specify startup bytes to be 1.5 gig. You know? Kita niya? Then later on, since we selected dynamic, babagsak yung RAM na yan. Okay? Kokonti na yan. Hindi niya makakain. Magiging parang ganito. Ayan, no? 750 megabyte. In that way, you can allot unused resources to different server pa rin. Okay? So what's the reason kung bakit kailangan dynamic? Anybody? Why we need to enable this? So you can allocate additional RAM to different server. No? In short, para makatipid ka pa ng RAM. So that's what virtualization is all about. It's all about sharing, sharing of resources. Okay, checkpoint. You can create checkpoint and go back in time. No, you can revert back to the original setting. Okay. Ano pa? Ano pa? Nag-install siya ng Linux. No need na yan. Ha? You can migrate the VM to different hosts. The command is move VM, and then you need to specify the host name. No? Ayan, no? -d destination host, sabihin mo Hyper-V 2. Okay? So, migration yan. Okay, yun lang tayo sa Hyper-V storage yan eh. Hyper-V. Ito yung storage. So, ito na yung storage natin. So, kanina 8 yun 8. Ilakihan ko kasi. Home. Tools. Cancel yan. So, next topic is Hyper-V storage. Chapter 9. So, here, we're gonna create VHD. No? Virtual hard disk. VHDX, dynamically expanding. So what's the difference between the two? HD, maximum of 2 terabyte. VHDX, maximum of 64 terabyte. And VHDS, no? Statics. Yeah. So the command we're going to use is new VHD to create a new disk. So yan. So VHD 2 tera and DX is a larger block. Okay. So there are many types of virtual disk. Fixed, meaning if you format 2 tera, use na kagad 2 tera. You cannot share anymore. So that's why normally we select dynamic. Okay? So this is the manual way to create a virtual disk. No? So you have to select between the 3. Okay, 64 terabyte maximum DX. So sa exam lalabas yan. Sino pala mag-exam din? Si Arlene lang, si Arlene. So examination expires January 31, last day of examination. Okay, so gagawin natin yan, don't worry. Next is differencing disk. So what do you mean by differencing disk? So ganito yung concept ng differencing disk. So let's say meron kang master or parent na 8 gigabyte na installed ang Windows Server 2016. Okay? So, gagawa tayo ng differential disk. Natawagin na lang nating child disk. Daming tawag, ano? May child na, meron pa. So, when we install, you don't have to, actually, walang installation. It's just mounting the parent disk into child disk. Tawagin nating b.vhd. Okay, yan ang file name ni parent, ni mother, si mother. Ang child naman, tawagin nating server number 5. Okay, so dalawa gagawin natin. Isang server 5 and server, isang server 5, isang server 6. Dalawang server. All we have to do is to create a new VM. So, una, new VHD. New VHD. Gagawa tayong VHD. No? So, whatever yung location ng server, let's say, location yung number 5. So, gagawa kayo ng folder number 5. Tapos, server 5.vhd. Mamap mo lang sa parent niya. No? Gagawa tayo ng VHD. Mamap mo sa parent path na nandito sa C:, VM, nandun yung b.vhd, yung parent natin. Okay? Malinaw ba? Malinaw? So, yun lang. So, meron ka ng server. Yan ang virtual hard disk. Na. Liitan natin. Yeah. Kita ba? Kita ba? So, how do we create a new server? So, new differential disk. Okay? This one doesn't exist. Will be attached to the parent. Okay? Ito yung parent. So, magkakaroon ka na ng virtual hard drive. Okay? So, gagawa ako. So, ganito gagawin nyo sa lab. Okay, tandaan nyo, we only have, how many servers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Walang 5, no? Turn off all the servers so we can share the RAM. So gagawa ko ng server 5 and server 6. Okay, so palitan nyo to. You need to change this one into 6. Then pakita ko yung parent. Nasaan si parent? Ano nangyari dito? So ito si parent. Nandito sa ating VM. Ayun ang parent. No? Kinapi ko na yan. 13 gig. Okay? 13 gig si parent. Now, gawa kayo ng folder. You need to create folder number 5 so we can save the server number 5 there. And folder number 6 so we can save server number 6. Okay? So ito na. Ready na. Walang kukura pa dahil napakabilis nito. Ready? 1, 2. Yan. Creating virtual hard disk tapos na. So he created a differencing disk. Okay? So ano ginawa niya? Ulitin ko ulit. Nilagay sa 5. Ayun ang server 5, 332 kilobytes lang. Okay? Server na yan. Then we need to create a virtual guest machine. No? So paano mag-create ng virtual guest machine? New VM. Then name of the server will be server number 5. Then memory startup byte. Memory start up bytes is 1.5 gig, no? 1512 megabyte. Okay, then location of VHD path is nasa C colon VM number 5, tama? And the name of virtual hard disk is server 5 dot VHD. And then you need to attach sa switch name internal network, no? Ano pangalan ng switch? Internal network. Yan. So this will create a new virtual machine with the name of server 5. Then memory startup will be 1.5 gig. Utilizing server 5 which we inherited from the parent. Okay? So pakita ko walang server 5. Ayan, wala. Okay, ready na? Alauna, alas 2, alas 3. In-enter ko. Tapos na, meron ka ng server. Start VM. No? Name of the VM is server 5. At wag muna. Gawin nating dynamic. Sige, start na natin. Excited na kasi tayo. Yan, nag-start na yung VM. Ayun na siya, server 5. Running already. Okay? Connect. Let's connect. Kung meron na tayong Windows 2016. Ayun, nagbo-boot na. Ganun lang kadali. Okay? Nagbo-boot na siya. Meron ka ng server. So this is the technology used in cloud, no? Tataka kayo, ba't ang bilis magkaroon ng server nung wala pong 5 minutes? Kasi nga, yung iba, they're just copying from the parent drive. Okay? Hindi naman lahat, no? So we did not do installation, no? We just attach. Okay, so that's the power of differencing this. If you want the manual one, you can follow this step on page 191, which is a bit difficult, no? Mas madali talaga yung PowerShell. So this is the concept behind that. New VH disk, differential, attached to parent. Ganun lang yung concept niya. No? What else? So meron ka ng virtual hard disk. Okay, so yan lang yun. Next will be Hyper-V networking. Tuloy ko na sa chapter 10, ha? Kasi very simple lang naman tong networking concept na to. So how do you create a network card adapter? Yan. So select from Hyper-V, new hardware, add hardware, network adapter. So ginawa ko na to kanina actually. No? Network card, then we selected whatever yung network card nandun. Pero what do you mean by ganito? Anong switch, no? Anong switch 'yan? So dito sa virtual switch manager, we have internal created, no? So how did we know? So the command will be get VM switch. You can see we have internal. Okay? So which means it doesn't communicate between VM to VM. It can communicate pero lalabas pa dito. Pag sinabing internal, communication ito is between host to VM. No? So I would like to create another switch. So gagawa na naman ako new virtual switch. I would like to create private. Okay, then lalagay ko dito private. Okay, then I'm going to select private. When I apply, I have private. So what does it do? It will connect VM to VM. Okay? So yung mga three-tier SQL database na walang exposure sa public or even internal, na hindi mo naman dapat talaga expose sa internal, no? Exclusive lang do sa web server, by design, private ang pinipili nila. Okay? VM to VM. Another one is external. So gagawang external, let's say www. So if I selected the switch, I should be able to get internet. Kasi dito sa VM natin, walang internet yan, internal lang eh, di ba? So dito, delikado to. When you select allow management operating system to share, yung connectivity natin sa Hyper-V mawawala. Hindi na kayo makakonect. Okay? So wag niyo muna yung select to. No? Ganyan lang. The configuration does not allow access to the host, blah, blah. So Azure is not allowing us. So huwag nyo na ituloy kasi madi-disconnect kayo. Pero yun yung 3 types of network. No? Another way to create a switch is using PowerShell. So new VM switch. Okay. Then name of the switch. Let's say switch name. Let's say private number 2. Private na lang gawin ninyo. No? So that's the name of the switch. Then you have to specify the switch type. Okay, tatlo lang yun eh. Switch type. Private, internal, external. So dito, private. O yun, meron akong private 2. Okay, so which I can use sa VM ko. So itong VM na to, pwede kong gawan ng isa pang network card. Tingnan yung network card, internal only. So magdadagdag ako ng isa pa, add hardware, ay naka-on na siya. So yung server 4, network card, mag-add akong network card. Private 2, yun know, private 2. Okay? So kung yung VM niya naka-private 2, ito naka-private 2, they will communicate exclusively. Another layer of segmentation sa networking. Na? So yun. So yun lang yung networking. Any question about networking? So ito yan, tandaan nyo sa examination. No? External connects to the physical network. Internal from VM to the host itself. Private VM to VM lang yan. Okay? Any question? Any question? So ilalab natin to hanggang 10. No? Okay, hanggang muna tayo. Hanggang 10 tayo. So I'm gonna give you the scripts. Okay, from 7 and 9. Kasi yung 10, creation of network card lang yan. Ng switch. Okay, stop sharing. Stop recording.